Hello, everybody, and welcome back to ParcelPal's channel. We're sitting here again with Rich, and we wanted to have a dialogue today about working in the delivery industry amongst the giants. We're talking about your Amazons and all the other large companies that work with delivery. But first off, Rich, how are you doing?
Great, man. Morning, Michael. How are you?
Good morning, and I'm doing pretty wonderful. And so let's kick it off here. So when people think delivery, they obviously think of these giant names that kind of rule the roost. Can you really explain your niche in this industry and why ParcelPal is here to stay?
Yes. So where we're different is that we focus on the customer experience. We're able to focus on small and medium customers, where else a lot of the other competitors they tend to focus on the larger ones. So there's plenty of room in the space. We've also I've made it a personal mission to focus on the five or six aforementioned industries I talked about in the past: meal kit deliveries, pharmaceutical, hardware stores, retail as well being another one, grocery have been our main ones that we focus on because that allows us to have better margins as well as service a better amount of people and to scale rapidly. That's a important part of what we're doing, but also we want to be able to do it in a way that we stand a chance to be profitable because a lot of companies that are in the space never actually turn a profit as well
Mhm.
in there.
All right.
And a lot of the larger clients, obviously, I think the Amazon, FedEx, Pure Later, those type companies, they use companies like us to fulfill a lot of things for them as well because we can do it at a much better price than they could do themselves as well. So we focused on the human touch aspect of it as well as a very simple use technology in there as well.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense. So instead of really being in direct competitors with these guys, you really work synergistically with them.
hmm Yeah, no, I mean you're not going to compete with Amazon, FedEx, OnTrack, GLS, any of those large ones that everybody thinks. I mean, the goal is to work with them to the extent that we can, but also to carve our own niche because they are going to essentially tell you what your margins are going to be. If for instance, Amazon will come to us and say, "This is what you guys are going to do," and you don't want to be beholden to one or two big customers. That was why my main focus when I came in was to work with a lot of companies outside and we moved from the B2C space to B2B because also I didn't want to go up against the Ubers of the world and those kind of companies who um, do focus on the business and consumer side as well. And I don't know if you've seen recently that companies like Uber are now kind of going into the space that we've been in. They're focusing now, they're trying to focus now on the business to business side as well because they
Mhm.
realize, well, that's the more profitable area as well, and it's more scalable. So we were ahead of the curve, I like to say, on that, going back about a year when I originally laid out the idea to do this.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. It is definitely a competitive space, and it's interesting to see the role that you guys fit in. It isn't one that clashes with the other roles. Hey, Rich, is there
Correct.
anything else you want to add about this before we go?
No, we have a lot on the horizon. I don't know if you saw the press release that we just put out that we have the warehouse. So that's part of our overall expanding strategy as well. And now that's going to allow us to be able to service some of our larger clients that we've had that have reached out and said, "Hey, we'd like to work with you to do some things." So, I like to say that thank you to the investors that are in, and welcome to the new investors that have come in, and look forward to doing more of these with you as well.
All right, Rich. Well, thank you for coming on. Thank you for your time. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Stay tuned. We'll get some more exciting updates to you as soon as we can. Rich, have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Michael. You too.